Yes, you've got a bit of a fat suit. As you can see, I'm so slim.
You're very slight.
Yeah,
very slight.
Exactly, slight, yeah. So yes, it is. It's like basically a pillow and like a little bit of a baby grow. It's very, very bizarre.
And tell us, I mean, the whole family are back?
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes, the whole family are back, and we've got some great sort of guest actors and guest stars this year as well. We meet Mrs. Khan's sister, played by Nina Wadia from EastEnders and Goodness Gracious Me. Belinda Lang is in the show this year. You remember Belinda Lang from 2.4 Children many years ago. Robert Wilford from Gavin and Stacey. So it's got a nice, the family obviously are key, but we're sort of trying to broaden it out and stretch it out and meet some of the other characters a little bit more. And I think we've developed more of the daughters, and of course Shazia and Umjad, the eldest daughter, and Umjad finally get married this series.
How exciting.
Yes, that is very exciting.
I can imagine the plans are complicated.
It won't go to plan, obviously, but it will happen. There'll be a stag do. Imagine Mr. Khan on a stag do. You can't, can you? Well, he will be on a stag do, so that'll be interesting.
Now, as in the world of television, everyone's obsessed by what time programmes go out, aren't they? When commissioning and all those things. And it is significant. So to give the explainer to people about, because it's going to 8:30.
It's down to you. I think when I first came on this show for the first series, you said to me, it might have been off air, you said, this should really be on at 8:30. I was like, you're right, Charlie. So I went and told the bosses at BBC One. They said, if Charlie says... then...
Finally, it's happened.
Yeah.
What's that, 3 years later?
Yeah. No, but I mean, it is significant. I mean, the desire for me always with this sitcom is remembering how I watched TV and sitcom, I've always used to watch every single sitcom that was on, I think, with my mum and dad, and it was family viewing. You'd sit down and enjoy it. And as a British Asian family myself, I used to connect a lot with these white families. Oh, that's just like us.
Which ones are you watching then? What are you talking about?
Everything from Fawlty Towers to Only Fools and Horses, but even things like Never the Twain and Home to Roost, and
It reminds me of Fawlty Towers in lots of different ways.
Oh God, that's a massive compliment. But but it was the idea of watching comedy together. And I think now kids watch TV on their phones, on their iPads, and very rarely I think do families sit down and watch TV together. X Factor and The Voice and Strictly and the Bake Off supplies that, because they're big events. And I'm kind of hoping that that 8:30 now can provide that opportunity. Don't go out to Halloween parties tonight. Boring.
But they can watch it later as well, presumably, because I know that lots of younger. I was surprised by the sort of age group that watched it. Have been watching it, so presumably they've been watching it on iPlayer.
Yes, exactly. They have been watching it on iPlayer. I mean, our iPlayer is fantastic for us. I think we get about 3 million to watch it on the night, and then it jumps up to 4.5 million when you count up all the iPlayer hits. I mean, it really is, it's a very broad and very diverse audience, which is, I think, is key, really.
Sometimes it can be a bit boring to analyse.
What?
No, not you. I'm saying it can be boring to analyse comedy too much.
I think you're right.
Because basically, you watch it and you think it's funny or you don't.
Yes.
There's a lot of edgy comedy these days. I mean, you think about the way sitcoms have gone. You think of things like The Office and all those things that are sometimes quite agonising to watch. This is a very different beast, isn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, I think we do have some edge. I mean, the fact that some people still complain about the show, or some people think we're being too offensive at times, so that will probably supply that we have got edge. But key to us is it's a family sitcom. It has to have heart. We're not afraid of having a bit of heart, having a bit of moments, having a bit of moment where Mr. Khan might do something monstrous, but at the end he does something nice. And I think that's it's a bit of theatre. It's 27 minutes, 28 minutes of theatre where you want to follow the story and go, oh, everything was nice in the end, and you just don't want to think about it too much. And I think hopefully that's what we do.
And it is theatre because you record it live in front of an audience, don't you?
Yeah, here in Salford in front of a live studio audience, which is just fantastic. It's such a great night, and the audience has been so much better as well, as because obviously the first series, they didn't know what to expect. They hadn't seen the show before, but they were great. But now, it's fantastic. They know the characters. I mean, to the point that our Leah plays Bhavna, who plays our Leah, the youngest daughter. She only has to come on stage and say one word, and they're laughing. And it's sort of, oh God, okay, we might have to take some of that out in the edit because it sometimes doesn't translate onto telly. But they're fantastic.
Does Mr. Khan have a catchphrase?
Oh, sorry. Look, it's after 9 o'clock now.
In the morning.
You asked me.
Yes. Do you know, I'd forgotten that. I was thinking words, but of course, that's what he does all the time.
He does do that. But there's also another thing. He says, oh, twaddy, which means... the rough translation is, oh, no, or oh, my, oh, twaddy. It's a Punjabi word, which, if anything goes wrong, oh, twaddy. And apparently all the kids are doing it in the playground now, which is nice.
Are they?
They are.
I'm sure another
and hopefully not doing the other thing.
Not doing the other thing, no.
We've got another chit and sort of think, what about your family? Because, I mean, presumably, these characters, you write this stuff, you make it. It must be based on people that you on some level, no.
Yes, I mean, I co-write this with the writers, and it is a little bit based on, you know, there's a bit of my dad in being quite playful. My dad looks nothing like him, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, be watching now and be like, don't say anything. But, you know, he's clean-shaven and very smart, you know. But I think there is a little bit of my family, but there's a little bit of everybody. I mean, you know, I always say about Mr. Khan, he's this guy who wants to, he thinks he's more important than he is, you know, and I think there's a little bit in all of us sometimes, that sort of, you know, that sort of self-centeredness at times. We're playing on that. But yes, I think over the years, I mean, it's that thing, when I was growing up, and you know, when you're kids and the kids would go in one room and sit with the kids, for some reason I would always sit with the adults, and I would sit with my aunts, and I think over the years, sort of slowly just picked up little mannerisms and little things.
Friends. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no friends, yeah.
I'd love to see you this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you so much.
Good luck.